It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
It's a process, gotta find the chemistry to mix it. Gotta fight the odds and turn it to a statistic. Gotta fight your homies when they losing their ambition. Gotta fight a case when you ain't trying to go to prison. It's a process, I've been on my grind 10,000 plus hours, don't never talk to me about time. Don't tell me to be patient, homie, I've been self-reliant. Doing favors for vultures and it's been weighing on my mind. Still I rise, it's a process, sleeping on Bobby couch. My pops see the vision, but still he might just kick me out. See what I'm really about. My people starting families, feel like I'm about to be hungry for life chasing a Grammy. But understand me, it's a process. Niggas got their own shit to deal with. My songs only save them when I'm gone. I hate it when I'm home. I feel so unproductive when I'm asleep. It's somebody up the street that's going harder than me. But it's a process, stuck in survival mode. Run for that pot of gold, my phone is on silent mode. Scrolling on Twitter, I see the tides changing. I feel like baby boomers when they online banking. Ben Franklin in my account, made it about the drought. Actions finally lining up with the words out my mouth. Representing the South, struggling, trying to put it on the map. I ain't talking about the trap, let's bring it back to the rap. I do it all for my city, good, bad, and different, I'm all for my city. Even when I hate it, I'm involved with my city. Started from the bottom, I evolved with my city, yeah. I do it all for my city, good, bad, and different, I'm all for my city. Even when I hate it, I'm involved with my city. Started from the bottom, I evolved with my city, bringing all my dogs with me, yeah.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone's doing well out there this afternoon. In this video, we're going to be picking up from the conversation we had yesterday about the meltdown that people are having on the heels of Kendrick Lamar winning yet again another 5 Grammys at the show on Sunday. Now, of course, among those people melting down with Lil Wayne, which we addressed yesterday, we're not gonna bring that back into the conversation. We had the DJ that don't spin, who had a meltdown as well, and Isaac Hayes III also had some choice words. He called it the LA Awards and basically was saying that there's too many voters in the Recording Academy, aka the foundation behind the Grammys, that are located in LA or the West Coast that are basically blindly voting for West Coast artists to win at the Grammys versus other artists from other states, cities, or regions. Okay? Now, of course, we went through all of that yesterday, but what I didn't actually go through was his cleanup. I referenced his cleanup, but I didn't actually speak about it or play the video. I'm going to do that today. And the reason why I'm going to do that today is because Punch from TDE actually came out and had a couple words, not too many, but a couple in response to Isaac Hayes III in particular. He said that nigga crazy. All right? We're going to get into it. But first, before I get to Punch, let's give Mr. Isaac the floor, shall we?
So, about my Grammy post this morning, I want to add a little bit more information to people that have been responding to the conversation. First and foremost, a lot of people have been saying, what about Killer Mike? What about Killer Mike? What about Killer Mike? Well, this is a text message I sent Killer Mike in November of 2023. This is before the Drake-Kendrick beef. I said, thanks for the kind words about fan base today. Get out there and campaign for these Grammys. LA and San Francisco have the largest voting chapters, so make sure you do some sort of events for the membership out there. The Grammys are just like running for office. And Mike understands that. But the problem is that Killer Mike shouldn't have to go campaign in LA exclusively just to win a Grammy. That is the point, that the majority of the voting body is out in Los Angeles, California. If he does not go in California and campaign heavily for those Grammys, he doesn't get that Atlanta sweep. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. Here's even more proof. These are the last 11 years of the Grammy Rap Album of the Year winners. Take a look.
Let's take a pause. All right? So this is the point that he's trying to drive home. All right? So 2016, you got Kendrick Lamar. Okay? Which I would believe that's for To Pimp a Butterfly, which was hands, feet, and everything above the rest of his contemporaries that year. 2017, you got Chance the Rapper, who, to my knowledge, is a Chicago rapper. I think he did live in LA once upon a time, but I believe he's been living back in Chicago. And most people move to LA. Let's be clear, not so much to get the favor of the Grammys, but because, again, that's where the labels are housed. Interscope is in LA. Universal in LA. Fucking the offices of Warner in LA. They may have headquarters in New York, but they're in LA. We'll continue. 2018, Kendrick Lamar, that's for Damn. Same story. 2019, Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, not from LA. 2020, Tyler, the Creator. I believe that was the Igor win where he didn't even feel that he should have been in the rap category. DJ Khaled thought he was a shoo-in. I'm not sure if even if Tyler would have lost, that Khaled was going to get it. 2021, we got Nas, who of course is New York to the core, Queensbridge. 2022, Tyler, the Creator, I believe that is, what was that? Call Me If You Get Lost. 2023, Kendrick Lamar, once again, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. 2024, Killer Mike, of course, we know Atlanta for the Michael album. And some people weren't all that happy that he won, but he did. And he actually won 3 in the same night. 2025, Doechii is from Tampa, Florida. She lives in LA. She's signed to TDE, but she is a Florida artist. Her life, her experience, her music is all about her upbringing in Florida, some of which crosses over into her industry dealings in LA, which she actually spoke not so fondly about on the Alligator Bites Never Heal mixtape. 2026, Kendrick Lamar for his latest album, GNX. Okay? Now, personally, if you want to make this about LA, remove Kendrick Lamar from the conversation, because Kendrick Lamar, when he drops albums, unless at some point he just stops giving a fuck about what he puts out, his music is just gonna be ahead of the competition every time. I'm just gonna be honest. Every time he drops, he's gonna be the most intentional. He's gonna have the most talked about music. He's gonna have the best messaging. He's gonna have the most universal appeal. Every time out. So let's exclude Kendrick Lamar from the conversation, because yes, he's an LA artist, but he is a world artist. So you take Kendrick off the board. Now you got to deal with Chance. You got to deal with Cardi. You got to deal with Tyler. You got to deal with Nas, Killer Mike, and Doechii. That's a very much more even playing field, because then you have Doechii from Florida, Killer Mike from Atlanta, Nas from New York, Cardi from New York, and Chance the Rapper from Chicago. Okay? When Kendrick Lamar's on the board, it's pretty much headshot for everybody else. But you want to use the Kendrick Lamar stamp to try to make it seem like it's an LA thing. No. It's a musical mastery thing. Okay? Let me see if he reiterates the same shit I just said, because if so, I'm going to skip past it a little bit.
11 rap album of the year Grammy Award winners were from LA and 5 were from TDE. Here's what I mean. There's 15,000 members that vote for the Grammys. The easiest way to solve this is for the Grammy board to reveal how many members of the voting body are in each city. And to make the balance fair, let's say there's 4,000 or 5,000 voters in LA. Then there needs to be 5,000 voters in Nashville, 5,000 voters in New York, and so on and so forth. Miss me with this bullshit.
Okay. So he didn't have too much of substance to say beyond that. But to make his point, he says 7 of the last 11 Grammy rap album wins came from LA artists. For some reason, he still is immovable on the fact that Doechii is an LA artist when she's not. But anyway, that's what he had to say. That was his so-called cleanup. And then he says 5 from TDE. So of course, people are gonna run with that. They're gonna start calling the Grammys the TDE Awards because TDE has fucking and be clear, Kendrick is no longer on TDE. He's still family, he's still associated, he still rocks with them. But Kendrick Lamar is now running his own ship at PG Lang. I think people need to start acknowledging that more fervently and acknowledging that he's got his own business, his own company, his own things going on at this point in his career. Okay? So let's be clear about that. 2026 is not a TDE project. SZA, when she wins at the Grammys, she's not even in the rap category. It's well deserved. Some people don't feel all that happy about Doechii winning Rap Album of the Year last year. Some people don't even like that she got Best Music Video or whatever that was this year. So be it, so be it. When you take the talent pool, the success that she's had, the run that she's had, the stage presence that she's put on, yes, the industry is excited about her. They're awarding her for it. It is what it is. But let's move forward. Let's get to Punch. So first up, we got Doggy Diamonds, who's also a commentator, content creator on YouTube on this platform. More East Coast bias, but content creator nonetheless. He says, I don't know, call me what you want, but Isaac Hayes' son gets on my fucking nerves, which I think most of us concur. Punch from TDE puts the laughing emoji. Okay? So that was the first acknowledgement of the situation, was Punch laughing like a motherfucker at Doggy Diamonds in reference to Isaac. Then, as the heat on Isaac Hayes III began to pick up more and more steam around his commentary at the Grammys, people was like, nigga, you're a voting member. Who did you vote for since you talking so motherfucking much? Well, this nigga came out and said, I voted for Glorilla. Glorious for Rap Album of the Year, which, hey, if you felt like Glorilla had the best project, you was letting her cook, you was doing all that good shit, hey man, more power to you. He says Kendrick and Clips delivered strong work, but this vote was not about legacy, it was about impact in a specific year. You mean GNX? Which spawned the number one song period in the country for 13 weeks, broken record? You mean that impact? You mean TV off impact? Peekaboo impact? What are we talking about? Had niggas peekabooing at the motherfucking Grammys, didn't it? I mean, not the Grammys, but at the Super Bowl. Had niggas rapping I Deserve It All at the Super Bowl. That all happened in 2025. But okay. So he then says, TGIF, what you know about me, let her cook, I love her, never fine. Which I don't even know if Never Fine was even on that project. Glorilla had the year, and Glorious was the album that deserved recognition, in my opinion. All right? So he reveals that he chose Glorilla, which honestly, I mean, if you just go off singles alone, it was a strong effort, but the album wasn't all that great in totality. It's actually the weakest album on the list musically, if I had to say so myself. But his opinion is his opinion, right? So from there, Punch laughs at his ass again. Damn! You're the laughing stock of the industry, Mr. Isaac. Well deserved. I hope you get an award for that. So then we get this guy, Stefana J Loving Me, whoever the fuck this is, or this woman, excuse me. She says, that nigga is the son of Isaac Hayes. I'm sure his music insight can outdo yours. Oh, wow. Just because he's the son of Isaac Hayes, his music insight is going to outdo Punch from TDE, a nigga who has been instrumental in the empire of Top Dog Entertainment, one of the top music labels for the last decade and a half? What label did Isaac Hayes III start? What notable artist has he produced for in the last decade? We're going to look into it. What has he done besides create a social media platform that everybody who signs up on that bitch forgets about? Can we please have a moment of silence? So she continues, you're pissed because he didn't choose your precious industry darling Kendrick. He isn't on payroll like the others. Punch then comes in and corrects and says, Grammy darling. I think that's the term y'all prefer to use. Not industry darling. It's Grammy darling. Just so you can be correct. Punch then follows up and says, and absolutely no disrespect to Glow. She's absolutely deserving. She's been killing it. But this nigga crazy, which I also wholeheartedly 100,000 trillion% agree with. Because nigga, who is him to take things into the next stage? Chilling with Moni, she put her motherfucking foot on Isaac Hayes III's neck. I mean, goddamn. So she comes in and she did a quote tweet of Isaac, who is still continuing to hate on Kendrick Lamar. This is a tweet here that says, not sure. Kendrick reportedly lost over 1 billion streams on Spotify in 6 months. Now, that's a statistic that is highly spread by Drakeologists, OV hoes, and Drizzy Guzzlers, and those that come from the Akadiddy family tree. That statistic has never been verified. It gets thrown out there every couple months, but we've seen no proof of such a thing. So Moni says, so this is who you allow to be a Grammy voter? Someone peddling lies pulled from the DJ that don't stream, the DJ that don't spin. I call that nigga the DJ that don't stream. That's all he do is stream, excuse me. Drake stan pages and parody accounts. She added the Recording Academy, which is the foundation behind the Grammys. She says, how is this a credible voter who's supposed to represent your organization with integrity and authenticity? His access should be stripped as it shows he is incapable of using common sense and chooses to vote based off Stan Wars. I mean, she just gave that nigga a whole can of whoop ass, but that was not the only serving. Moni comes back and says, on top of the fact, he essentially voted for Glorilla because he/his father would have possibly won. What type of goofy shit is this at the Recording Academy? So Moni actually pulled up the album credits from Glorilla's Glorious album. And you see here on track 13, Let Her Cook by Glorilla, Isaac Hayes is in the credits for the sample, which means that his father was sampled on the Let Her Cook record. He voted for Glow with his own vested self-interest because if Glorilla were to win, he would then receive a Grammy on behalf of his now deceased legendary father. Now, ain't that about a bitch or two? And to make matters even worse in the case of Isaac Hayes III, this tweet from February 12, 2023 has been making its rounds all over again. People have retweeted it back into the current cosmos. So this is his 10 greatest rappers of all time list. This is not 10 active rappers, 10 niggas he fuck with today. But this is his all-time list. Number 1, Drake. All time, people. Number 2, Kanye West. Number 3, Jay-Z. Number 4, Andre 3000. Number 5, Tupac. Number 6, Lil Wayne. Number 7, Snoop Dogg. Number 8, Eminem. Number 9, Biggie. And number 10, Kendrick Lamar. He has Drake at number 1, Kendrick Lamar at number 10. Now, this is his personal list. I cannot dictate what he puts down on his personal list. That's how he listens to music. Okay? Me looking at this list, I see someone who takes no real musical risk, just listens to the top artists of their time. And that's his personal preference, right? Typically in somebody's top 10 list, you would expect to see somebody that's like considered maybe at least middle to underground. But as you can see, it speaks for itself. Number 1 is Drake. Drake is fucking wild. A person who performs rap music. You see, he had to go ahead and put that disclaimer of a person who performs rap music, not writes rap music, not makes rap music, but performs it so that he could have the caveat when people say, well, what about the ghostwriters? What about this? What about that? What about the stolen songs? He could say, I don't give a fuck about none of that as long as the performance is up to par, baby. As long as you go in that studio and you lay it down and I hear it, that's all I need to hear. Okay? I don't know how you make an all-time list that way, but according to Isaac, that's his rubric. Would have hated to see his motherfucking syllabus in school, but that ain't got shit to do with me. Now, this probably won't be the last time we hear from Isaac Hayes III. Again, he is the founder of upcoming social media platform Fanbase. And typically he likes to use these moments to go viral, gain visibility for himself so that he can hit the quick little switcheroo and tell people to sign up on Fanbase. We're doing another round of investment. You know, they've been fucking fundraising for this project for like 6 years. Haven't seen any advancements on the platform. I fucking reactivate the app damn near every year to see if it gets any better. It never does. But that's his main objective, okay? I believe his latest foray with Fanbase is to try to bring scripted television on there. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I do wish him all the best. I don't hate the guy. I just don't like nothing that nigga be talking about most of the time. Only time I even remotely listen to Isaac Hayes from a positive perspective is when he talks about ownership in music publishing and stuff like that, being though he is one of the estate members of his father, and he's been trying to do right by his father's music. But outside of that, that nigga be talking a bunch of bullshit. All right? Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Don't let the bullshit bring you down. Stay striving, stay thriving. All right? See y'all in a minute. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had